I didn't get that. Sorry. All right, hello. Is my mic working? Yes. Somebody say something.
Hello.
Okay, it didn't crap the bed just by going live again. Yay! Welcome back to Crits and Giggles. This is All Hail the Queen. It is a D&D doing it live thingamajigger, and we are already unhinged. It's great. I'm that Magic Juice, your host, GM, and cat wrangler for the evening. Cat wrangling will probably end up being at a minimum because it usually is. Anywho, we're going to go around the table, introduce ourselves, our characters, talk about what happened last time, and get right into it. Starting with Heck.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's me, Sir Hackalot. I'm here. I'm on your screen from not my normal setup. But I'm still back with Aster, the Shifter Circle Wildfire Druid. On over to Chris.
Me, Spunk. You, viewer. Played by Chris. Hyacinth.
Hi, I'm Hyacinth, and I'm going to be playing Icarus, our Oath of Redemption paladin. Got there. Juno? Corn dog.
Hello, everyone. My name's Corndog McGraw, and I'm eating pizza rolls as well as Funyuns. I am playing Juno, the Twilight Domain cleric. Over to you, Chrissy.
No.
Fucking leaves. I guess
Shortest
that's the
intro
natural
ever.
projection. That's the natural progression. And
Chrissy, I
that's what we
didn't
have to
think you
do.
could top yourself, and then you just went and knocked it out of the damn park.
Oh, God, it was even better live.
Always remember to top yourself.
Is this what you were giggling about, Chris? She was telling you she was going to do this? Oh, my God.
I was peeing my pants, and then she did it. Now, this is even better.
Chrissy,
Oh,
Rex,
shit.
play an Ulta. Back to you, Magic.
Clippable.
Chrissy doesn't say much, you guys, but she's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
True.
High quality zingers. That's what we got.
Only platinum records. Nothing comes out of her mouth except gold bars.
Okay.
Even when nothing comes out of her mouth.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
What? I don't
Okay.
understand.
She didn't say nothing. She just got on the wrong way. They were like, bye.
And we're out. See you next time. Anywho.
No, we fought this hard with
Damn
the
it.
technical
Oh, my
difficulties.
God. I'm ready to throw. If I could throw software off a bridge, I would. Anyway. Last time, we wrapped up the Festival of Dreams with Aster's. Did we call it clan?
Yeah, that works.
With Aster's clan and all of the clans of druids at the village of Solea, which was super fun and neat. We also had a lot of time to catch up with Corey, who is Icarus's friend from a long time ago. You guys had a
Fucking
lot of
beauty.
conversations about a lot of different things, too. You're basically talking about what you want to do next, where you want to go next, things you want to handle. And that's a pretty broad sweep, so I won't get into any details. Is there anything you guys want to add to that before we just get going?
No.
All right.
We're talking about going to Everesca and then to see Ulta's parents for dinner, I think was the conversation. Just to update Chrissy on things.
Also, go to hell.
At some
I
point.
forgot to tell Chrissy a thing. We're doing it live. Okay. Ulta. We're backtracking a little bit because we have gotten to the overnight, the level up, and everything. There were various points, I think two, during the conversations where Corey suggested to you that he has potentially helpful information that is very personal to you, and mentions your shadow. there is an opportunity for you to have a private conversation with him about that if you want, or a conversation with the whole group about that if you want, or to just not follow up on it at all. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do about that?
Can Chrissy, the player, have just a moment to take that in?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to like
To be
totally
fair,
put you on
I'm
the
gonna
spot.
take this as payback for all the bullshit that I pull in the beginning of all of our games. So thank you. I don't know. So here's the thing: is that I think that Alta would absolutely want to have a conversation. I just don't know how public she would want it to be.
Okay. Why don't you noodle on that for literally 5 seconds while I go get the beer that I left on the banister instead of actually bringing it in here?
Okay.
I
All right,
I
team.
didn't think
Now
about
that
that,
he's
but
gone.
yeah, he didn't come back with a drink at
Level
all.
17. This level 16 power up was bullshit.
I know, right?
All
I
right.
thought I was gonna get something cool, and all I got was
Agreeing?
another spell.
All right.
the same level.
Everybody vote now. This is democracy.
While he's gone, can we level
Fucking sorcerers get to fly at 16. What is this bullshit that, like, I don't get that.
Nothing
I'm not a
happened.
sorcerer.
Did I take? I didn't take anything. I just
You
did the
fool.
stat increase.
You
Take the feat.
Oh
absolute.
yeah, the ability score improvement. I did that too.
Though I
Yeah,
can't
I
remember what I leveled up. Did I level anything up? I better go.
Oh my god. Corn dog forgot to level.
No, I did. It was Constitution score twice, so that way I rolled just a little bit better on my con saves.
Well, here's your opportunity to make sure you all leveled up while we figure out what's going on with Ulta.
I leveled.
I did level. I did.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ulta would try to have that conversation privately, probably.
Okay. So let's do this.
Yeah.
Everybody else take off your headphones / mute. We're doing one of these.
Eee.
All right. So you had there's a point that the whole party is in like this fort that Spunk has summoned, and Corey would ask if you could talk privately in the room designated for you. Then
All right.
everybody has their own room.
Oh, okay. I will stand there awkwardly.
Okay, so he's gonna like make sure that nobody's following, listening in, etc., and basically just start to explain your friend Elia, the dragon, is off in the Star Mounts. Also would remember this as true. It seems that what she seeks is tied to whatever it is that is holding a piece of your soul imprisoned.
Hmm.
As far as I know, going there and assisting her with whatever her task is could lead you to the mystery of this shadow thing.
There's going to be a significant confusion on Ulta's face, as if, like, the awareness, like, there was always an awareness of her knowing that this was bigger than just her shadow disappearing, but hearing, like, the actual words from somebody of, like, a piece of your soul is, you know what I mean? She's just gonna be, like, kind of floored at that. There's going to be like a legitimate, probably like physical reaction. Well, I don't know that we're opposed to going to help, but say I get I mean, maybe you don't have the answers here. I'm just snowballing some questions at somebody who seems educated. Say I get that piece back, what do I do with it? Do I just like eat it, or do I like, how do you put you said it's part of like my soul, how do I put it back where it belongs? I feel like it belongs not outside of my body.
Let's have you make a history or arcana check, your choice.
Neither of those are particularly great, so thank you.
Okay.
A 5.
Yeah, so he'll just start to explain. I couldn't say for sure, but a soul being separated from a body can manifest in many different ways. When one dies in this world, the soul physically travels to other places and continues to live on. Just as one example, souls can live and continue on physically within items in this realm. A concept I'm sure you're very familiar with. And then he's going to look at the bag of holding. But splitting a soul into parts, that's a concept I can't say I'm very familiar with or how to fix it. But I do know that Elia is one of the smartest beings and most intelligent and wise beings that I've ever encountered. I'm sure that if she's already there, she might have an idea.
What if I just don't want that part back? How do I know what part it is? You don't have these answers for me, do you? Probably not.
These are questions I'm sure you must ask yourself. Yeah, you're correct. I would not know or have any insight into those.
Well, thank you. I appreciate this. And I was gonna save this for another time, but maybe, you could do it instead. I don't know. And she's going to pull out of her bag another Chuck Tingle corner book and hand it to Corey.
Nice. Roll a D100, please.
All right. 16.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
I mean, I was probably gonna give this to Icarus at some point, but maybe, you could give it like a gift to him. I think he's really a big fan. Big fan. Probably number one fan.
You said give this to Icarus?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, you guys could read it together, or you could, I don't know, just romantic gestures, maybe. I'm not great with romance, but sometimes I feel like maybe gifts do that. I think I have a couple of other things. And she's gonna dig around in one of her little satchels and try to find some other little trinkets.
Okay.
He just really likes you, and I just want to help that grow with these. And she's just going to hand over a small bag of tea and a small some dried flowers and some small things that she's collected as she's traveled around.
Okay. He will take everything with a kind of semi-perplexed look on his face, but just generally accepting and just say thank you.
Romance gifts. Sometimes humans give rings, sometimes, I don't know what elves, half-elves, I'm not super educated on their romance patterns. Anyways, across the board, I feel like if he could give you gifts, they would look similar to these, though I'm sure he would pick a different book, and she's gonna pick she's gonna point to the Chuck Tingle book, and it's gonna be one that's like butts on butts on butts.
Excellent.
And then she's gonna, good talk. I appreciate you, and give him like a little, like, hey bud tap. I'm assuming he's like super tall.
Oh yeah, he's like 6'4".
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna land mid calf.
Yeah.
You know, she's not aiming real high. Just, you're doing great. I appreciate you. Thanks for supporting our friend. If you could just give him a little kiss on the forehead before you leave. I don't know. Or don't. And that's fine. Consent is important. Okay, I'm done. Okay, bye. And then she's gonna just walk out of her room, go back to the living room.
Excellent. Okay, everybody.
I'm so glad I have.
I want to know what it means. Why was Chrissy in with the people's elbow? What the fuck was this?
Chris, we're good.
I want to know.
I'm so glad I looked over at the 1 minute where you went like this, because otherwise I would have been lost.
This never came back to stream.
Oh man, this is great.
I
Okay.
need to go shit.
Oh.
Okay, so that is taken care of. I'm gonna add something to your conversation, Icarus, from the evening leading into where we are today.
Okay.
Before turning in for the night, Corey's gonna pull out a teacup and a couple like dried up flowers that unfortunately got a little crumpled up in his satchel, and some other like odd little trinkets and things, and he looks really like confused and almost uncomfortable doing this, and he says, someone told me you might like this, and then also pulls out a book by Chuck Tingle called Butts on Butts on Butts.
Did Ulta give you a book for me?
He's just gonna like nod his head, like almost blushing.
I think I fear this has gotten out of control.
All right, and now we're here today.
It's just it. Okay.
Yep. All right.
And scene. Okay.
Oh, we have a terrible time. All right. Anywho, it is now the next day officially, and you all are waking up well rested and hopefully now officially leveled up. And the day is yours. The plan, it seems, is to go to, what's the name of this place again?
What?
Everesca.
Everesca, my home. Dare you? Just kidding. All I did was send you just like a Wikipedia page
I know,
about
yeah.
it.
Oh.
There's like a lot of lore on Everesca. It exists in many realms of D&D because it is an elf stronghold.
I
Yes.
like it.
It's essentially where them forest elves live in the Hobbit movies.
But no.
Damn.
photos in
The
our-
barrel makers.
Yeah.
No sun folk there.
Oh, the one thing
I had a sunny
not,
dad once.
The one thing I did not look up is like where is it in the world? Where is it on the sword coast?
Oh, I put it on the map, I think,
Oh, did you?
on Roll20. I thought I did. Oh yeah, I drew a little picture. It's like a pale pink, or no, Icarus drew a picture. It's a pale pink. It's right by the Lonely Moor,
Yeah,
to the
there
right
you
of the
go.
Forgotten Forest.
Right here.
right
There we
here.
go. Okay.
I can.
That's our house.
You can hardly see it because of the fucking tent. Why did you choose that?
This is my color, okay?
Okay.
It's my baby pink color. This is the color that Icarus wore a lot while he was still a sunny boy.
Okay, if my map is accurate, and it is, you're looking at about a 1,200-mile trek if it were a straight ride.
Don't say that out loud.
How did we get here
Please.
last time? Did we have someone else teleport us? Who did that?
We had Aster transport us via trees, but Aster's never been to Everesca.
Yeah. I
Aster.
unfortunately don't know your trees.
But we have been to the Forgotten Forest, which is nearby, because that's where we did the. There's like the wizard tower and stuff, and then the Forgotten Forest was where all the wood elves were.
Yes.
And we fought that dragon that one time. So we could plop out to the Forgotten Forest, and then how long is that?
Mhm.
Oh, Sage, Dungeon Master.
The road going
60 miles. Jesus Christ.
It'd be about 120 miles if you went straight across
Yeah.
the Lonely Moor.
I'm
Follow
guessing
the
we have to
road.
go up to that
Yeah.
road by Parnast.
Yeah.
Sister, do you have any illusory magic?
Say it again.
I mean, we have to go through the mist to get there.
But do you have any illusory magic?
I mean, yes, but
oh, I thought you said loser magic, and I was like, wait.
we're gonna lose our magic, you know? Yeah,
Oh,
I've got
lose your
that
magic.
too.
It's when we roll a 1.
Because
You've seen how well my like spiritual weapon does. Does it do anything? Does it? No.
it's essentially illusory. I was going to say if you could, conjure an illusion of one of the trees from the orchards by home, would it be enough of an image?
If we were casting the magic, I think we could do that, but I can't transport us via trees.
Well, I was curious of scrying if describe the person is enough to
I don't know that you can like teleport in to Everesca because they have that weird magic all around it.
Oh, you're so right. Well,
But we can go in through the outside, go around the outside, and let's just go to Parnas. We were there. We can travel the road down. It might take us like 2 days on the road.
Oh, we're over here, by the way, chat. Let's bring us all up there.
Or could you?
Because then we can easily follow that road, and that should help us travel a little faster
Could you
rather than trying to go through a moor.
Could you sending mother or someone and be like, "Can we get a ride?" Because I'm sure people from home could, teleport into home. Or, oh my God, we don't even have to go there. We should not go there. Oh my God, great idea. Thanks.
We could just not go there, but we have to go there if we're going to ask them for their help.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a house. It's a house where you don't pick up the pen while you draw it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like,
Not like my house.
it's like a
I
minimalist
love your
duck
art.
from the side.
How dare you say what about our home?
What?
That's our home.
That is my house.
That is my house. I live there.
What is that?
How about we go to Parnast and then we use a sending spell and then maybe they can send someone out via trees to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, because we've been to Parnast before too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
know.
can't remember what was there though, but we've been there.
That name sounds like a dirty word.
It does.
I mean,
What do you
isn't
think
that the
it?
town
What do you
that
think it
got
sounds like,
attacked?
Hyacinth? I mean, Icarus.
It is the town that got attacked.
Yeah.
And isn't that little tower there the wizard tower? And that's even
Uh-huh.
closer to the wizard tower.
Yeah, but then we have to go through the moor to get there.
I think it would be reasonable for you guys to understand in character that we're kind of splitting hairs here, but Parnas directly and then being on a road would probably be a little bit faster.
See, I'm brilliant beyond measure. The gods have spoken, brother. Let's go to Parnast if you have the ability to today, Aster. Otherwise, we can wait till tomorrow.
I mean, we
Wait,
have
how long have we
rested
been
up,
here? We've been here
right?
so many days. Right?
3? This is day
It's been a
3.
fever dream, if I'm being perfectly honest. I have spent most of it very high.
This is the beginning of day 3 in Solea.
Yeah, so if we've rested, yeah, we can go for it.
So are we going by tree or are we hoofing it?
By tree.
We're going by tree, then we're gonna hoof it after I send a message to my mom
One
that
is by land,
says,
two is by
"Hi,
tree."
we're on our way. We're coming in from Parnast. If someone could come get us, that would be great." And then
Also,
hopefully someone will come get us and help us travel a little bit faster.
I'm sure Corey also might be able to just guide us through there because we did live right outside.
Who? Oh, Corey. Right. Sorry. I was like, who the fuck is Corey?
Corey, can you help us?
I forgot that Corey prefers Corey.
In ways of travel, I'm in the same boat as you guys.
Are you
But-
coming with us?
Of
Do I need
course.
to include you? Okay, yep. We'll include you on our travel arrangements.
Guess we're just paying for your flight, I guess.
Yeah, I guess in theory too, we could navigate well enough because we've been in and out.
We're going to Parnast. And I just stared at Aster. Mainly because I know it's probably a city that our people have had to trade with, so it's going to be easy coming and going.
Whoa, you're planning to do what in Parnas?
I'm planning to Kim.
That's all I wanted to hear. Good enough.
Thank you. I know.
All right, so Aster, are we doing the thing?
We're doing the thing.
Okay.
Gonna say bye to everybody, but yeah.
As we're all
Thanks, Mom. A wave at Aster's mom, who has been nothing but kind since we've been here, and it's surreal.
Yeah, they'll wave back, and you can tell as you're leaving that all the, or not all, but most of the people in the village at this point have basically reverted immediately from festival mode to like actively training, bringing things together to like craft armor, hone some weapons. Like they're in preparation mode for the big conflict that is to come. Pick a tree, any tree.
The great tree.
The great tree. All right. So you're casting a spell.
Yeah, I'm casting transport via plants.
Counterspell.
Oh my
Stop it, Spunk.
Well,
And I, like, as I see Spunk
we're
going
not
to do
fucking
that, I
leaving.
like go and smack his hands.
Ow!
I wasn't
It
gonna
was
do
gonna
it.
be funny.
It's very powerful magic, and we have to get there.
I was like, I only have one of those spell slots. I
Could
guess
you
I could
imagine
upcast,
if we
but,
like split a tree for
Oh,
Aster to
no.
like take us somewhere, and then the spell got interrupted, and then we went inside the ussy of the tree
The
and came out
trissy?
somewhere where we didn't want to go.
Oh no, we have to spend another day in your hometown because we wasted your spell slot and this Trussy is just in the middle of town like this. Wait, does the Trussy close when we go through it?
Oh yeah, it opens and
Yes.
closes.
I'm so glad I marked our stuff not for children.
Little
Uh-huh.
did Icarus, this is the closest I've ever been to a Trusty before.
That's not even true. We've used this spell multiple times.
Well,
I've
Ulta's
never
gonna
used
shout,
this spell.
Trussies are my favorite, and then hop through the tree.
Nice.
I am solemnly going through this tree.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Ulta's tossing in
Like
Willies.
we've traveled this way multiple times.
Smallest smirk comes up watching Ulta go.
I jumped through the
Going
Trussy,
through
but
the
I
tree.
slapped the squirrel knot at the top before I slide in.
Jesus Christ.
The tree winces.
as Icarus comes out the other side, he was like, "Why is this so sappy?"
Oh man.
Stop. No more.
All right, we're on the other side of the tree now.
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a
Feral.
self-cleaning tree.
Feral.
Ulta walks out and
I
says,
needed this.
Thorns from a Trussie.
Fuck
We've
okay.
achieved fast travel, but at what fucking cost?
Yeah,
at this
exactly.
point?
You end the spell early, it would have. Okay, this is bad. We're gonna
Cost of role-playing D&D smut, I guess. Question mark.
More smut, more smut,
The real
more
tough
smut,
tingle.
more smut.
Oh, full chaos
Tree
mode.
smut, tree smut, tree smut.
Love it. Oh,
It
man.
probably exists in some fan fiction somewhere.
It has to. It has
I mean,
to.
it basically existed in Superstars, so.
Yeah. Somewhere in the depths of Reddit. Okay, anywho. So you arrive in a tree, out of a tree, I guess, just outside the town of Parnast. What are you doing next? I didn't want to assume that if, like, you wanted to go into the town and do something, or just, like, head straight to the road. Like, what are we thinking?
I don't know. I've never been here before. Have I?
You have not.
To Parnast? Welcome to Parnast. The city's kind of in ruins. Watch where you step.
This place looks like shit. It's
Yeah.
supposed to look like that.
Yeah, it's
No, a dragon got to
But
it.
Isn't this
Oh.
where you've definitely been here? This is where that the dragon with the didn't the dragon kill you?
that was not here.
Not here?
That was
Okay.
outside of Zonthal.
Oh, okay.
Which we are very close to.
Yes.
That is
I
awesome.
remember
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that was a different town.
Okay.
This was the town you had to come through. You first encountered Talus the White,
Right.
and made a deal to get onto the ice castle, and then all of that stuff happened.
Right.
Pre-giants.
Pre-giants.
Mhm.
Notably, the ice castle is not here. The town itself is pretty modest, Spunk. It's on the small side. It's not like in ruin. Again, that was Zonthal. But it doesn't look like there's much to it. A few homes, a couple small businesses. Doesn't really look like there's anything large or exciting about it as far as like buildings or arrangements go. You can kind of see through the whole thing to the wilderness on the other side. There's really just not much going on here.
Okay.
I can make the travel easier for one of us, but not for all of us. I can
Well, now I'm
only,
gonna call mom and ask for help.
okay, I can only summon one steed. I double checked to make sure I couldn't summon a swarm of steeds, but that is not allowed
By who?
by God.
Oh,
Corey's father.
your god sucks.
Mother.
Sorry.
I make awkward eye contact with Corey and just look away.
All right, I'm gonna call mom.
Oh, right, that's you. How does one define God? A supreme being, creator, barely, and principal object of faith. Oh, well, there's that one.
I mean, my god just kind of likes to hang out and have fun most of the time. Sometimes she or they sleep with Corey's dad for funs. Like, that's like something that they do sometimes. And also, some people think my god is actually 3 gods combined into one to become like something more powerful. But you know, that's theory. I don't know if that's in practice or real. But she came to my wedding and officiated it. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, I have to call mom.
Who cleaned the moon in her absence?
Who cleans it?
Yeah. She's the moon maid, right?
The Moon Weaver.
Oh, the moon weaver. So she made the moon. I didn't know the moon was made of cloth.
I haven't actually really asked her about what she does for work. So
Have you ever seen the moon cycle? It almost like ebbs and flows like a cloth in the breeze.
That makes sense. That's logical. And I now believe that 100% to be true.
excellent.
Doing the Lord's work, teaching Spunk about the world.
What part of the universe does Corey fit? Corey, sorry, I don't mean to talk about you like you're not 10 feet away from me. What part of the universe do you have dominion over?
None. I think you might still be confusing me with my father.
I thought you were his god. How do you see not your god?
No, I
His
think
dad
you
is a god?
crush on him. Don't say it.
You worship his dad?
No, I think he just likes it.
When you
Oh.
say you worship or like mention the worship his dad, Juno's eyebrows just wiggle insanely, and they're huge. They're like 8-inch long eyebrows, just, and they're just like.
What do you mean 8 inches?
Let me pull up the Pinterest and I'll
Like-
share it in chat. And we have to find.
That's almost just eyebrow.
When Spunk says you worship his dad, Icarus just blushes like not what it was meant to be.
We'll come back to this later. I don't understand. I am confused. So what never mind.
Do you want me to try to explain it, or do you just want to move past it?
Am I gonna have more questions after you explain it? That's
I don't think so, but you always have questions.
okay. Well, go ahead and try.
So, I thought I was praying to Corey, who is my friend, because I found out that Corellin is a god.
Mhm.
Corey is my friend and is not the god, but Corey is the child of the god. I
How
stole
did
the power from the god, but I was communicating with my friend.
So like a demi, like
okay.
a little baby god, like a god who can't do much. No offense, Corey.
Sure. Question. I do have a
Or
question.
like a person that can do a lot.
Or like a person that could do a lot more.
So he's
than-
either a shitty demigod or a really great
Shitty
person.
god or really great person.
really great.
Exceptional human.
I'm
I-
assuming we're having this conversation as we're walking.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
go with
Okay.
exceptional.
I haven't called him yet, but I will.
But like, I do have a question now because how did you think you were talking when you communicated? Did Corey communicate back? And then you thought that communication and reciprocation was the god and not Corey?
Yes, because I thought they were the same person. I then found
Gotcha.
out that they weren't. I only talked to Corey, but I was still chosen by his father to receive, like, my holy powers.
Okay.
From my understanding. This was only
I
to me-
don't have any further questions. That's a miracle. For you. Corey, are you like the messenger for your dad or something?
Not exactly.
So why did you answer the phone when he was calling your dad's line?
I did not.
But he just said that you responded when he was praying to Coralon.
He believed that I responded, but he was incorrect.
So you didn't respond. Who responded?
That would be my father.
So
So
Back-
wait, Icarus
back
isn't
the
like
f-
your dad?
up.
Like we belong on a talk show.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on an episode of Maury.
We can go to the
Jerry
house of
Coralon.
Corey is
Once we
not
get to
the
the rest-
father.
But he prays to Coralon, a voice comes back. That voice is yours, but you didn't make the voice happen. It was Coralon posing as you.
So over the table, I'm going to make a correction here. Unless I made a mistake, it's been my understanding, Hyacinth, that what we've discussed about responses to your prayers have been in the form of like feelings and like kind of being pointed in a direction, never like a
Okay.
direct response being spoken to you. Is
Yeah.
that tracking with what you remember our discussions being?
I think so, because I think when we messaged, it didn't work when you tried sending.
Right, exactly. So yeah, let's.
But I did have the dream that was about Corey, not Corellin. That's
Correct. Yes.
Why,
I'm so lost.
I think I just misunderstood one thing that we said last session, not yesterday. Because I thought he said he responded, but I might have misremembered that.
Either you are misremembering that, or I made a mistake in saying that he did.
Okay.
Because he never should have actually responded.
Okay. But the same idea still stands, that I still get my powers from him, but my friend has been Corey this whole time.
Correct.
That idea still stands.
Okay, so Chris over the table. That's the setting here. Spunk,
Okay.
take it away.
I still don't understand, but Bright doesn't understand. Now Bright is confused.
Maybe if I say it this way.
So who was he fucking talking to?
When he was praying, he
Yeah.
he thought he was praying to his friend Corey, who he thought was the god.
Oh, that's the piece I'm forgetting, is that you thought Corey was Coralon.
Yes.
And then
But he was
not a
actually
literal
praying.
voice being like, hello, you have the wrong number, but more like a washover feeling, like, oh, the messages coming back. Corey, you were sending those messages, but the faith, the core, like the goo of faith was still reaching Papa Coco.
I can assure you that I have not, regrettably, I have not ever received or sent any direct message to or from Nicholas.
So you two know each other despite not sliding into anybody's DMs, deity messages.
We've known each other since we were both children. Although it has been some decades since we've seen each other.
Got it. My next question was going to be, if you've known each other since birth, why do you think he was the god? You were there when he was a baby. That'd be really weird. Were you actually going to like grade school with someone you think is God?
You could be the same age without witnessing someone's birth. Come on.
But like, you went to first grade together and you were like, are you God? And he's like,
Listen.
yeah, do you want to trade snack pack for vegetables?
Listen, someone had to grow up with Jesus Christ. Now, imagine how that would feel. The fucking
Jesus!
Messiah.
Stop turning my grape juice into wine! Jesus,
I'm just saying.
shit.
I'm just saying. He was a kid growing up, and we don't know a lot about those years. Imagine how it was.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, the timeline was wonky, but I thought it was more of like a, since I received the son's blessing, I thought it was more of like a, this is the way I'm giving my message or I don't know. Faith never made sense to me anyways. Come on.
Why do we all have to sit on this side of the lunch table? Why can't we just sit facing each other?
This is really fucking weird.
This is so stupid. I can't stop thinking about it.
Also,
I'm so sorry.
No.
I spoke this into existence, and I regret it.
Ulta's gonna turn to Juno. That phone call.
Yeah.
How's that going? Because we're really not holding it together well back here.
All right, I'm just gonna. You guys keep walking. I need a moment of quiet.
Yeah, that's something we're
I'm
not
just gonna
looking
look
at, huh?
directly at the Spunk and Icarus.
Maybe don't tell her I'm coming.
Oh, she's getting the
No,
the
she'll
full
know.
list. I'm not going to surprise her with people. Hello, Mother. In Pernest,
Thought you were
we
talking to your
are
hand.
coming to Everesca.
Poppy.
We being Spunk, Ulta, Aster, Icarus, Corey, me. LSAO is back in Waterdeep. Send help, Parnast. And then it hangs up on her.
I was waiting for the Sunrunner, Artemis. What is
Oh,
her-
fuck. I immediately sent another message that's lists off all of our pets. So we've got Sunrunner, Artemis. What's Baby Groot's name?
Seymour.
Seymour. Also, Spunk is like a giant frog. Don't stare too long at his butthole. That's one word. It's traumatizing. Please send help.
What?
Leaving Parnast. Bye.
Okay, and this is sending, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is why I have to count, which is annoying.
Right. Okay, she will respond. Oh, how much fun do I want to have with this?
Suck my ass. Stay out.
Jesus.
Fuck bitches get money.
Daughter,
Nah.
it has been some time. We look forward to seeing all of you. Mounts on the way.
Can I get that first word again?
Daughter.
Oh,
Daughter.
okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Mom sending mounts.
Gonna mount your mom.
I knew someone was gonna say it. It was a guess.
I
of
mean,
who it was gonna
honestly,
be.
she might need it.
Icarus
That
just
might
looks
make
at
her mood
Ulta-
a little bit better.
Icarus just looks at Ulta wanting to laugh, but horrified.
To be fair, I don't think Ulta would have said that. Chrissy's just eating too much weed.
Nice.
I think it's even funnier watching it come from Ulta. Like, it's so out of the blue.
I like to think that it's like a mumble that, like, it's an inside thought that just kind of like falls out of Ulta's mouth.
Yeah, that's probably actually way more valid. It's probably something she would think and say under her breath for sure.
And I have a passive perception of 1,000,000, so
Yeah. Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just like, "Eh."
So, understanding that mounts are on the way, you know that you would still have several days of travel if you are to basically meet in the middle. So, you're on your way. Is there anything in particular you'd like to talk about or do?
One thing I'd like to establish before we all go see, our family and our hometown, is that elves remain young seeming for longer. My mother may look like a MILF, but she can be a cold bitch. Do not flirt with my mother, I swear to God.
She's also like 800 years old.
I feel like this needs to be said, even though I don't think it needs to be said.
So, why do you exactly think it needs to be said? Is there someone you're worried about?
Yes. Which one of us exactly are you afraid of flirting with your mother?
I'm not worried about any of you.
We both
particularly,
look
but
at Ulta.
I wouldn't say I'm
Ulta's
worried about-
going to go like this.
With their little like scale eyebrows.
Yeah.
I saw what you did to that Trissy. I watched.
I'm not worried about
No.
any of you in particular, but I do think she takes a very serious tone, and at least the jokes about things like that should be kept to a minimum.
Also, if you think she's insulting you, yes. Yes, she is. If you try to insult her back, know that she's like me, but like twice as strong and powerful.
So like,
I also warned her about
half
your
my
butthole spunk.
strength.
No, I would not.
He pokes at your leg. Okay.
Also,
Also, it's all elves for the most part, and like a handful of gnomes. So everyone will be looking at you, and a lot of them have creepy eyes like me.
Also, I think it's worth pointing out that although my mother does not fully like me, she does love me because she birthed me. And Corey might not receive the same respect because he's just sunborn, and she's not really about that. So just warning before we go into my home, she knows about you, but it might be like the, like scary in-laws kind of moment. not saying we're like no,
Are
but
you
like
guys like a thing?
no, that's not what I meant. I just meant like the idea. I was trying to compare it to something. Sorry, but just
Also, our dad's dead, which we've mentioned before, but best not to bring it up in front of Mom. I also don't really understand their relationship because our dad was definitely a sun elf, and I think it was to like broker some peace or treaty, or I don't know. Or maybe they actually liked each other, but you wouldn't be able to tell in our 200 years with Dad, because Mom didn't act like it. But Dad liked Mom.
No, not that I'm gonna like Ulta's gonna just take a moment. This is a lot of prerequisites.
it's a little.
Mostly a lot of things I'm probably gonna forget. So I think maybe my goal is just to one, and she's going to look over at Icarus, not sleep with your mom, and two, possibly be okay with being stared at. Or am I tracking this okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'll stick with those two. Everything else I'm liable to forget very quickly. Unless you guys write it down, maybe like jot it on a little piece of parchment. And I will try to remember these rules.
I think the probably the most important thing is that these are not going to be people who willingly leave Everesca to help anyone but themselves. So
Are they going to be okay
approaching
with
them,
the
we
fact
have to
that-
make them feel like this war will impact them in some type of way that would leave this land, I don't know, charred by a dragon or something? Like,
Are they going to be okay with the fact that you left?
oh yeah, we were asked to leave.
Wait, why?
To go track down the dragons and see what the dragons were doing.
Oh, okay. When you say asked to leave, you
Oh,
make
we
it
were
sound
like
like you were
kicked
rowdy
out.
in a restaurant or something.
The situation with my brother was a little bit different than mine. Mine was more like, hey, you and LSAO, go find whatever you can about a dragon cult.
What's the difference with your brother?
I was asked to leave.
Oh, like the way I was thinking? They're like, you two, important mission. You get the fuck out.
Well,
What did you do? Did you...
with her being gone too, that there was less people to stand up for me as well, so it just didn't. It wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be. I wanted to leave.
Is it because you trim your eyebrows?
Yes, that was.
What
that
happened? What did you do?
was the last straw.
The last brow?
I would say that this isn't something you need to remember, but like in wanting to stay out of the outside politics and everything, I feel like our home is almost more political and like has that tension. So,
Whoa, hold on, wait. But are like, if we go with you in tow, is that going to be like a problem, or like were you asked to leave and not return, or were they just like go outside for a minute? I can't fucking look at you.
you know,
Just go play in the yard.
I didn't listen to all of what they had to say.
You didn't listen to the rest of the lifetime ban they may have dealt you at your own village?
We'll see. I mean, I didn't hear that part. It might
Yeah,
not.
we will. Okay, listen. And he like climbs up on your shoulders and puts like a hand on each one. Listen, we're gonna make it through this together, okay, Chris? But I need you to level with me. How, on a scale of like 1 to Blagothcus, or like a scale of 1 to I don't know, what's the D&D equivalent of Chris Brown? How angry?
Broad.
Damn. Any
How
of the
angry
named
were
Red Wizards
they?
you've run into, I guess?
Chris, oh my god.
How angry were they when you left?
Well, I definitely didn't Chris Brown.
Okay, well,
So
low bar.
Jesus.
no, I didn't do anything in particular to upset them.
Uh-huh.
They just in general were like always critical and dissatisfied with like what I did. Like I was never enough or doing something just the wrong way or like so I don't know if there was like one I didn't do like this one big thing, so it's hard for me to gauge.
He made the mistake of having a sunny disposition.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, is it just because you were just a little bit more cheerful? A little bit less spooky?
Did they kick you out because you were annoying?
I play songs in major.
They kicked you out because, like, they're all stone-faced and they thought you were annoying, right? Because you're happy.
I mean, that might have been part of it.
I see.
Okay. So so it wasn't like you killed someone. They just kicked you out because you
Oh
sang
no,
too
if
many
he would have killed
songs?
someone, he would be dead.
It's like
Sure.
with my father gone, I was
Okay.
the only one who didn't fit in, and they kind of emphasized that.
Gotcha.
They kind of suck.
No,
A lot of them.
no one's no one's arguing the contrary. It's just when you said asked to leave initially, I thought the worst. And then you said you weren't like asked to leave, you were asked to go on a quest. Your brother was asked to leave. And again, I thought the worst. But they kicked him out because he's too loud. And he doesn't mesh with their silent library vibes. Is that what I'm picking up? Is that what you're putting down? She's just nodding. Got it. So maybe
It's a
coming
little
back.
bit more traumatizing than that, but it's in that vein.
So if I'm putting everything together, Hyacinth, your return home is going to less likely be perceived with spear tips in our eyes and more like, ugh, this guy again. That is.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they would bar me out or anything.
That's
Got it.
also if they
We're gonna
recognize
hope.
you, because you are now
Oh,
very
that's right.
pale.
That's true.
So
I look-
you don't stand out the way you used to.
I kind of forget that I look like I fit in now.
Yikes. So this is either going to be our last adventure or a hilarious series of tropes and gags.
We need to think of an undercover name for me in case they don't recognize me.
They're going to recognize you once you speak.
True.
Damn, they thought you were that kind of annoying. I see. Well, I take back all the mean things I've ever said. That's heavy. I thought I had it bad with my siblings being eaten, but you got chewed and dragged.
There were not all of Everesca is totally bad. It's just our family and closest relatives in particular who suck. They're all a member of a church that's very strict and very, I don't know.
Last time I was there, the Council of Elders was still pretty elder.
Yeah,
So
okay.
unless they've made some progressive twists, it'll be iffy. But
Yeah,
That's
our
good.
dad was like the progressive on the council.
Sure. I just wanted to make sure we weren't coming home and like breaking laws and like potentially getting thrown into
I mean,
elf
if we
jail.
do break laws, it's fine.
No, but like just by existing, we are breaking laws, which is
well, I mean,
treading a line.
Yes.
we are technically bringing in non-Fae, but like I think that's fine. I think it's fine.
It's fine. Also, if you are approached by any Fae, don't let them pull you anywhere near a tree.
Don't tell them your name.
Don't tell them your name. That's right. Volta, write that down. Don't tell them your name.
Like
Maybe
anybody?
our family, yes, but no, just like particular Fae creatures.
So
They
you
kind of
just
pop
make
in and
up a
out. You
name?
don't want to get sucked into the Feywild by accident.
Like
I got
any
lost in
part.
the Feywild for 40 years. It was not a good time.
Okay, so you guys can call me Patricia.
Patricia.
Are we making names now?
Do we need like a full name?
I think it'll be obvious it's a trick. Like, you'll see like a, not to generalize, but like a satyr or a fairy, and they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "I'll trade you for just tell me your name," you know, and like they'll like, you know, it's not just gonna be like, "Nice to meet you. What's your name?"
Honestly, you should be fine as long as we don't run into the teeth fairy.
Everyone's creepy.
The what?
Okay, it just keeps going. The things you say.
You say things with like that tone of voice that implies what you're saying is normal, but
And it's very matter of fact. I corroborate that.
you're saying things that might threaten my sleep. So I need you to clarify what the you mean by teeth fairy.
Okay, we'll just keep an eye out, and if it doesn't happen, we're not gonna talk about it. But if it happens, we'll warn you. Okay?
You know that sound when you're shivering?
No, stop. They don't need to know.
If you hear that sound, whatever you do, don't look for it. Like if you need to even shut your eyes, just shut your eyes. But if you hear shivering and it's not yours, don't look.
This
The
is
teeth
horrifying. Are we sure we want to go there?
I mean, we should only be in the mist for like maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh.
I'll see you guys when you get back.
But our home is really beautiful. The way the moonlight reflects on the pools, it's absolutely gorgeous with the marble and the silver
And
work.
it's full of teeth everywhere.
Yeah.
No, that's just the mist.
Creatures made of teeth.
There's
Trying
like
to
a
bargain.
mile of
We can't be
mist.
honest about who we are as people.
Yeah,
The mist.
but it's gorgeous. Sounds familiar.
Gorgeous once you
actually.
get through the mist.
Sounds a little too. You can't be who you are. You can't be yourself in public. But it's
But architecturally, stunning.
Why doesn't everyone just stay in the closet for this like 1 month period we're at our home?
Are we going to Europe?
Yes.
All right. So the things that I had
Going to
written
Italy.
down, teeth stay in mouth. Names not real. Mom, soup's hot. Don't.
Yeah, that part's actually true.
Don't fuck.
I think that covers it.
Okay,
All right. Into the mist.
we're gonna die.
We're not going into the mist yet, right? Yeah. We got
We have some time.
plenty of actual road.
Yeah, we're still waiting for like these mounts to get up to us, so they're just like on their way.
I would like to vibe check at some point as we're moving on how Corey is doing with the idea of going back home, because I don't think he technically planned for this until we said maybe we should recruit.
Yeah, you can insight check.
Oh, I have to make an actual roll. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. That's a 6 or a 6?
Damn. Yeah, he usually is and always has been pretty good at like generally keeping himself composed. And right now he looks like that. You can't really get a good feeling of if he's thinking or feeling anything in particular about this.
With that too, so he said he was scouting. Does he give vibes of like a scout-like person? Like, does he have a bow, or is he like, does he have clear weapon? Like, does he give vibes as a?
You could just say you're checking him out.
I'm checking him out to see what class I think he is. If he has
We're
a
looking
class.
at his
So-
buns.
So I did mention this.
Woo!
I did mention this. So this will just be a reminder. He has like a very ornate looking and like I really don't know how else to describe it other than intense bow.
Oh, wow.
It is larger than your standard longbow, and it looks like it's got. I don't know how to describe certain kinds of weapons very well, so that I'm gonna just like clamber my way through this in an elegant way that you would explain how a bow is made and fashioned. Like every every piece or section of his bow looks like it has some kind of enhanced purpose. It comes into like an M shape instead of just your standard like arc. You would understand that means it makes it like extra taut, and you can tell that it takes like a serious amount of physical strength in order to be able to just make it function, let alone actually wield it well. It's got runic markings on it that all of you, you're level 16 now, right? You'd be able to tell from experience and history that these runic markings have something to do with like being magically enchanted. So like the bow is the big focal point for him. You can also tell that he has like a multi-quiver setup. It's like a 3-slotted quiver with an even amount of arrows in each slot, with runic markings on that as well. And then he has a couple of elven style short swords. This is it's very Orlando Bloom's character in Lord of the Rings. Legolas. Very Legolas looking short swords.
That's not descriptive enough. If this bow were a golden girl, which golden girl would it be?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
I will not dignify that with a response.
I think that's a good
That sounds like a fucking BuzzFeed quiz.
Look, I'm just looking for a little clarity on the bow, that's all.
Okay.
And a golden
fair
girl
enough.
would do it for you?
I mean, you gave
Golden
us
girls
that.
do it for everyone.
You gave us that really vague 3.5-minute description of the bows.
Listen, the bow's really cool, okay?
So it's a Blanche.
And that's when the DM says, "Fuck off."
Totally.
Oh my
Spunky
god,
shot by a
Hyacinth,
very
the
nice
picture that
bow.
you just pulled up, the middle one. That is
Rock's
1,000%
Fall.
what I was
Very
thinking of. Yes.
I can't share it with stream, but I'll send it in our chat.
Send it to the Discord. Yeah, we can't share it with stream because it's not public domain. But very much that.
The middle one here.
Yeah.
Or at least that's the vibe of it.
I'm going to say it looks exactly like that. That is like 90% what I was actually imagining in my head.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice snack.
The one that looks like a Mercy skin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very much.
I actually understand that
Probably
reference.
golden.
That one's for you, Internet.
Yeehaw. All right, what's next?
I
If
think-
anything.
I have just a few downtime questions for Corey, but I'm in no rush to ask or do anything.
Okay, everybody's passive perception real quick.
1,000,000. 21.
25.
17.
17.
What are we rolling again?
Just passive
Not rolling
perception.
anything.
Oh,
How'd we play this game again?
Where am I?
16.
Okay.
What year is it?
Yeah. I'll plead the fifth. You are traveling on a calm and uneventful day. Generally, you guys understand that you kind of want to keep an eye out for yourselves and, clock if people are coming or going any given direction, potential threats, things like that. Uneventful. You can see that Corey is a little bit more intentional about, every once in a while, he's, looking behind you guys, looking at the sides, checking out the sky. Just kind of, in a rotation. He doesn't seem like nervous or anything. It just seems like kind of a habit for him.
Mhm.
Anything else for the day ahead of you? Oh, Hyacinth, you said you had some questions for Corey.
I was just gonna ask how long he's been scouting for, this Tiamat quest that we're on. Because I remember him saying that he was on lookout, but
I would say knowingly for 7, 8 months now. But I think subconsciously, probably longer. Possibly even years. I've just had these kind of feelings that something's been off.
Yeah, I feel like things just line up that way. Like, Juno and I weren't together, but we ended up at like the first attacks. We just happened to be in the same place at the same time. So it's definitely all got its way of weaving back together.
It certainly does seem that way.
How are you feeling about returning? I'm gonna put air quotes when I say home, because I know he lived outside of home, but
Your home, not mine. Because I got kicked out for being annoying.
It will be refreshing. A good change of pace.
Icarus, that fucking sucks. I've been
like
thinking about nothing but that for the last like 30 minutes. Your whole village said you were too annoying to live in their society.
yes,
That's-
Monk, it wasn't ideal. Let's rub it in.
I'm sorry, but like, damn. I wanna make you a cake or take you for ice cream or something.
Well, who knows? Maybe.
Oh
they'll-
wait, we can do that. Hang on. And I'm gonna reach in and pull out a milkshake, but I'm only gonna put one straw in it, and I'm going to hand it to Corey, and I'm going to wink as I do that.
Nice. Roll a D100, please.
Shit. Why do I keep rolling things whenever I hand him stuff?
Well, because you decided to put like bugs in one of them. Now
100.
you have to figure out if it's the bug one.
Is that actually what this is? Oh my god.
I don't know. It might be.
I don't know. I have like 20 days worth of ice cream somewhere. in this house
Exactly.
today. In
Okay.
coolers. Because we made coolers canon.
Don't you have stereoscopic vision?
Did you seriously roll a 100?
So like when you winked at him, you were just like,
And you heard the like
thud.
That is the only time in my 8 years of D&D that I've seen an 100 on a D100.
Nice.
That's a fumble in Call of Cthulhu.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's not great.
Okay.
But this is
Um,
D&D where the higher points are, right? Right?
Usually.
Maybe.
Sometimes. I don't know why I rolled initiative though, don't mind that.
Okay. So you handed him some ice cream. He's going to generally enjoy it.
Does he appear to be sharing it with Icarus though?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay, good. All right. At any point, does Corey go close enough to Icarus to touch them?
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm gonna send a small swarm of. Calm down, everyone.
No.
I'm gonna send a small swarm of like black-capped chickadees, like small little fluttery birds, to just push an arm around a shoulder. Very like Snow White-esque.
Yeah,
That's
I was
what
gonna, I was gonna say
thinking.
this
It's
is
like
giving me
Snow
this
White,
is
but
giving
with
me
Riz.
vibes of like Lion King when Simba and Nala
Oh
get
my
back together.
Yeah. And they're
Nice.
gonna whistle that song that the lobster and the guppy fish in Little Mermaid sing.
Oh.
I don't remember what it is.
You mean kiss the girl?
That's it.
That's almost all they sing throughout the whole song.
Yep. La 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 la.
Kiss
the girl.
Sha la 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 la.
Oh my.
Oh man. Don't get me copyrighted.
No, they're gonna get us for the sha-la-las.
Yeah.
That's the one joke we copyrighted.
Oh man. All right. Let's pause here, guys. I'm just realizing that I've gone like a really long time and we haven't had a break. So we'll be right back. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. We are back.
Woohoo.
Traveling toward... Oh, I never moved Party Gandalf. What the... Bait DM.
What are you, new?
Hey, let's not...
We've been
start
playing this
calling
game
names
for
now.
forever.
I'm kidding. Boop. And then that. Okay. You see it? Yeah, there he is. All right, the party is here. I think we're basically approaching the end of this first day. Anything in particular you guys want to do last minute before deciding to travel through the night or turn in?
I can make. I'm gonna make.
But
the
maybe we
hut.
should.
God damn it.
I'm making the hut, and then I just go make the hut while Splunk continues.
I can't take you guys anywhere.
He just starts interrupting during like all of the verbal casting.
Oh my god, fuck. Okay. Oh man. All right. So, making the hut. Watches. We need pairs in order to establish watches through an entire evening.
Ulta would like to take a watch with Juno.
How are you
Alright.
at seeing at night?
Me?
Pretty good
Or
for
them.
60 feet.
Ulta. Okay. Good to know. We'll take the middle of the night shift.
Hell
The
yeah.
darkest times.
Okay.
And I'll take the morning. Sure, never mind.
I guess I'll take first night then.
You got volunteer for second shift with your sister.
No, that was Ulta.
Oh, I thought she said we. Okay. Whenever I hear we, I assume she means you.
No, I'll take one with Corey, I guess.
Okay. And that was first watch?
First watch.
Okay. Second watch is Juno and Ulta. Third watch is Aster and Spunk.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice. All right, the hut is up. It's been a rather uneventful day, and a calm evening approaches you. First watch, is there anything you'd like to do or talk about?
I think that's you, Hyacinth. Anything
Oh,
at
sorry. Sorry. Nice. Calm
I'll be right back.
night we have here. I don't know, I'll just play a little music. I don't know how to conversate.
With your partner?
No.
Okay.
No,
So it'll be an awkwardly silent watch. All right. Pass it or perception check, please.
I just chose him because I knew he should have the best perception. 19.
Nice. Okay. There are, during your watch, there is a small band of other people that pass by. They have a very basic horse and cart situation going on. And they will acknowledge you with just kind of like one of these as they pass by without saying anything. Your watch is otherwise uneventful. Shift change?
Well, I guess maybe I should fake talk for a little bit so Corndog is time to come back. So, nice weather.
Ah, you
Just shot straight for the weather. Okay.
with all the dungeons we get, we don't always get to see the stars. It's nice.
It is rather nice out here. Does corn dog have her blizzard yet?
No, it's a Doritos blizzard.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man.
I don't know. I shouldn't have wasted all my good questions earlier today.
I guess so. Oh, I gotta find that thing. I'll do that next time. I have like a deck of conversation topics for TTRPG games.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And where did you find that, Corey?
He just pulls out a deck of cards. Oh man. Nah, that's okay. We can let's put Chrissy on the spot for like 10 seconds. Shift change. Anything you want to pass on?
How was your night, guys? Icarus. And she's going to turn her head and wink.
Oh, it was calm. There was just a single cart, just quiet, I guess.
Ulta's gonna look between the two of them and, like, obviously very much, like, looking up. And just kind of, like, do one of those, like, back and forth, kind of, like, looking. She's gonna do... Can she do, like maybe an insight check to see... Not that she thinks Icarus is lying, but to see, like, what the vibe from Corey is.
Okay. Yeah. Insight check.
Alright. 26.
He doesn't seem anywhere near as like awkward as Icarus, or nervous. He is pretty like cool, calm, collected. But it should be pretty obvious, if it hasn't been explicitly, that there is like a mutual feelings thing going on there. He's just much more put together about it.
I think this is when Ulta realizes she has more game, or they have more game than Icarus does.
He's got the Riz, as the kids would say.
Okay, Zoomer.
She's gonna turn to Corey and go, that book, how far have you gotten? Did you get to read any of it?
I thought it was for him.
Well, yeah, but it was to read together.
Oh. Misunderstood the assignment.
Maybe next time you guys can read the book together. It's about butts. I don't know. Maybe. That's like what you guys are into. I don't know. Or like kissing, smooching. I don't know. Who knows, really? But I have another one if you want another Chuck Tingle book. Or I think I might have given one to Spunk. I could also ask for that one back, but it might be covered in something. Not anything that you might think, just something, because I'm not quite sure what mucus comes out of the pockets that it has around. So...
Do you have a whole Chuck Tingle library in there somewhere?
Well, I wasn't sure when purchasing gifts for everybody what everyone would like, but we did have that one conversation that one time, so... having little to go on, I just went for the same, rinse and repeat sort of thing. Now that I'm saying that out loud, though, next time I'm going to think a little bit harder.
He's gonna look at Corey and he's like, I swear this isn't all I read. They're just humorous. They're humorous.
They are humorous.
And apparently educational?
I suppose you could call it a type of education. Yes. You will learn something. Sweet dreams, guys. And then she's gonna walk away. Alta is also, once everyone else is asleep, or at least resting, or meditating, or whatever, once we are kind of away from the group, she's going to speak really quietly to Juno, intentionally. And she's just gonna kind of say, hey, you have a really cool ability to send messages. And I was wondering if maybe you could do me a favor.
Huh?
Yeah, okay. So, do you remember the silver dragon?
Yes. Who was also hot lady sometimes?
Correct.
Right. Yep.
Corey let me in on a little bit of information that possibly that silver dragon knows what happened to my shadow, or might have information. I don't want to be assumptive, though it does make me ragefully angry that they were in our presence and never told me, though I don't think I asked, so I suppose maybe my anger's displaced.
But also, it's like a lie by omission, by not telling.
Correct. I truly feel upset. So, I was just wondering if maybe one of these days we could keep it between, like, just me and you. Here's the thing, is that everyone wants to be real helpful with this, shadow thing. I think that us going to your village is much more important right now. I think getting, the elves on our side is a little bit more important. We have some other things we probably should do first, but I really want to send a message to them and just say, hey, what the frick? In hell?
You want this message to be indifferent? Do you want it to be rude? Do you want it to be condescending? Do you want it to be outright hostile? Do you want me to make her feel nervous? What emotion are you looking to send through a message?
This is a great question, Juno, that I haven't fully thought through. So maybe we shouldn't send it tonight and I think about that specific question. But I do think maybe indifferent is the closest feeling. Mostly because I'm going to be really honest. What happens when the shadow comes back, you know? Like, what happens when I get it back? What do I do then? Do I just pretend like it disappearing never happened? Do I have a strongly worded conversation with it? Do we have a discussion about you don't walk away with strangers? Like,
do you rub some soap on your shoe to reattach it? Like,
truly, how do I get it back on to where it belongs? Like, so I suppose maybe I need to explore some of this, but I just wanted to make sure you were okay with it at some point. If I could use the magic to,
I've got magic to burn tonight if you would like it to be tonight, but if you want to sit and think on it, we can wait a couple hours and we can do it while everyone's asleep and we're on our watch, or we could just do it another time while we're in Everesca and find somewhere to do it as well.
Yeah, maybe I just need a little bit more time to think, but
I can just send her ellipses so she knows that we're thinking about something. You know?
Ooh,
just kind of sits there and hovers in her mind.
I kind of like that. You can't send like an image?
I think she'll get it if I say ellipse.
All right, we'll start with that, I think.
I cast the spell sending and say ellipses to our silver dragon confidant person, being that's in our lives.
Juno is typing.
That's literally what I
Like,
want
actually.
to be. Yep. That's all the ellipses is. It's just a ... I can't remember her name though.
Elia.
Elia.
Elia. That is her human name when she's in human form. Her dragon name is Otaria Carnos.
Okay. So she just gets just little ellipses in her mind. So that's it. That's all I said. All right, I'm gonna shut my eyes for a couple hours, and I don't know what'll happen. But I'll see you on our watch. Or do you have more that you want to say before our watch?
Well, no, we're starting our watch now. So I don't know that
Oh.
shutting your eyes now.
Oh, shit. I was doodling to LSAO that whole time. Never mind. I'll get my 4 hours in the morning.
Sorry. I
Nope,
guess.
my fault. I got distracted by my own diary.
Do you
Also,
and
LSAO says hi, everyone. That's
Aw.
awake right now. Don't wake up if you're not awake right now. Okay, I'm going to do my slumber party kicks with my feet inside the dome because I can't actually fully leave the dome. I have to remain somewhat in it because I cast it.
I'm
We
sorry.
can just...
Say that again.
Oh, I'm half in, half out of the dome, so that way it doesn't disappear.
Right.
So that way I can see what's going on outside.
Okay. Perception check.
I'm so perceptive. For
And-
both of us?
Yeah, for both of you. And if I understand correctly, you're just stepping outside the dome to like actually send the message because the dome doesn't let magic in or out, right? Because you can see in and out.
Oh yeah, I'll send the ellipses once I go outside the dome.
Okay.
The only thing I'm sending is literally ... That's all she sees in her mind from this message. Also, that was a shit roll. Did I roll right? Plus 11? God damn it, a 3!
Yeah.
Still better than Ulta though.
You right.
You right. Yeah, so the night is calm, uneventful, and there's really nothing to notice. Anything else for you guys before we go to third shift?
Really quickly, about your diary. When you send that message to LSA, do you guys just draw like a bunch of boobies and stuff to each other?
Sometimes. I drew a very graphic image of Spunk's butthole that definitely haunts me in my sleep. And you know how, like, there are some people who draw eyes all over the walls and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
No.
There are some pages that existed in this book at one time that were just buttholes. It was just buttholes all the way down. I also... Spunk is the strangest creature I've ever met. And I'm very excited to see what happens when Spunk goes to Everesca. Simply for the mayhem it could cause.
Yeah. So, yeah, about going to your guys' hometown, should we... I mean, like, obviously, you know, don't sleep with mom, people will stare, keep your teeth in your mouth, all very important things. Should we also, like, do we have to worry about protecting Icarus? Like, they're not going to be mean to Icarus,
I don't know.
right? We're not going to have to fight a bunch of elves?
So when I heard people bullying Icarus, I tend to, at the time, I didn't have the spell Moonbeam, but I did steal a wand of Moonbeam, and I would just kind of blast people in the butt, because it's more like a laser than an actual Moonbeam. So I used to zap people with that, and so people stopped doing it when I was around, but they just kind of got clever at being mean and hiding when they would be mean, because they didn't want to get in trouble with the church and with the priestess of the moon's daughter, like, but they didn't seem to care about the son. It's a little bit of a matriarchy there, and men are kind of seen as meh.
All right.
Which is sometimes very cool because we don't see that a lot in the world. But other times it can be very isolating, especially because a lot of moon elves are women, and it's just kind of shitty to be not nice to not women.
Yeah.
But he did have a very sunny disposition, which was sometimes hard to deal with. Like, you've seen it. You've seen him when he's been in one of his, like, giggle fits, and he can't.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I understand, but also, I would like to know the threshold in which you want me to exist.
Yeah.
With possibly punching and or not punching an elf.
Oh, punch him.
Okay.
Some people,
right.
some entitled people need to have their teeth knocked down their gullet.
So that would be an appropriate tooth removal.
Yes.
One,
yes. And then you could even use those teeth to get through the mist.
All right. This is good. This is really helpful.
So if you need to collect other teeth, you grab those so that way if you need to make it out of the mist without help, it's an easy way to bribe the teeth fairy.
All right. I
think we're making them out to be worse than they are. There's a lot of elves that are really chill. Super good vibes. I think it's just our family is a bit toxic.
Good
they expect a lot of the people around them and don't have realistic expectations. Like, hey, change your whole personality. You'll fit in better. Like, it's not something that people can just do. And that's mainly Mom. Mom's kind of a cunt.
Do you think that maybe this trip will,
I'm hoping that we can mend that fence a little bit. I don't think that my mom deserves Icarus's love or admiration or kindness. It would be nice to finally see her extend it to him after hearing of all the amazing things he's done out in the world and how much he's contributed in making sure that, I don't know, a great fucking dragon doesn't rise out of the depths of hell and destroy everyone and everything. Which she's done none of that. So I would hope that she could have some semblance of decency. But also she's a raging bitch. So
when was the moment, when have you ever seen your mom be kind?
When my dad was alive.
Okay. All right.
Him kind of getting destroyed by the cults of the Dragon Queen. I think it made her grow to resent Icarus even more because there's so much of our father in him and he had been taken from her. And I think she kind of hated that he still had that part of him and she didn't. I think she was jealous.
Interesting. Punching your mom in the mouth. Going back to the topic of punching.
Maybe necessary, but Icarus has first dibs.
Okay. Perfect. But still on the table as an option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if she's like, no, fuck you, the elves won't help. Because there are a lot of super powerful elves, but more importantly, they hold a lot of super powerful magic. And we might need a little bit more magic on our side, because as confident as I am punching a dragon in the face, the potential of, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 dragons all intertwined. I don't know how many there are actually. When they get all fused together and stuff, I'm much less confident about that without having the aid of magic.
Yeah, we still really don't know a lot about how this Tiamat thing's gonna work, right? Like, is it just
right.
like
Like, is it just the OG Tiamat that's coming back? Is it undead OG Tiamat? Does undead also fuse with other dragons that have been like sent to the hells?
Is it just gonna be like one big dragon with like other dragon parts, like fucking massive dragon dicks?
Yeah.
And,
Like, what if they have
can set the
7
wings,
tails?
Just, dude.
Could you
What do
imagine?
think?
Or some of those tails have like claws because the claws grew out of wrong
Just blew
spots?
out of the side.
Yeah.
So many buttholes.
Like, what if the scales are like inverted? What if the scales go inside their body?
Caption: 2 stoners talk about Tiamat.
And that's when we both start to fall asleep in third watch house.
Yeah. We just kind of like are sitting there laying down talking, not even paying attention to the watch at this point, and we both just kind of like lean back into the dome.
I'm thinking the very stereotypical like movie shot, like just zooming out, you guys laying head to head on the grass, just like talking to each other.
In my mind, it's like the Wayne's World, Wayne and Garth on top of the car when they're watching the airplane.
Excellent. All right. Transferring, shift changing. Third watch.
So they just fall asleep and they don't tell us.
That's what it sounds like.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I think we fall asleep just like mumbling about what if the dragon did this?
Okay, so Spunk and Aster. Is there anything you guys want to do or talk about?
If we're not woken up, we're just sleeping right through it then, I guess. Is there anything that would have woken us from our slumber?
I think we can hand wave that and say it's fair that they would have woken you up before just like drifting off into happy.
I want you to remember this if you ever have to wake me up.
Fair.
I'll like nudge you maybe a little bit before I go into meditation after I hear Ulta's lovely snoring.
Yeah, she's out cold.
Once Ulta starts snoring while talking with me, I'll be like, oh, the next watch.
Spunk and Aster, perception checks first, please.
Okie dokie. Perception.
You said Percocet rolls?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, 23.
Rude.
D&D Beyond. Work with me here. Please. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh my gosh, why does it keep wanting to take a long rest? I don't want to take a long rest. I want
Not
to
yet.
do a perception check, please.
And this is where we die.
Gosh,
Maybe the
there we
steeds show
go.
up. That could be cool.
22.
Okay. At about halfway through your watch, regardless of what you guys decide to do, if anything, you'll both notice, like, just like offhand, a kind of like orange streak in the sky. It's very reminiscent of like shooting stars, which are common. It's larger and a little slower than that, but it really just kind of reminds you of that kind of phenomenon that's able to happen around you, and just a perception in the sky. Anything you guys would like to do or talk about?
So, I think we learned a lot today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, quite a bit. So many questions have been opened up as a result, though. Hey, thanks for being a good sport about all of my questions when it was your turn to be examined with a fine-tooth comb, so to speak.
It doesn't rattle me too much. I mean, I can't be that surprised. Not that many people really know about where I'm from, or, you know, what shifters like me even do. It's not that strange. But yeah, it just means that whenever we, I don't know, get back up north, or there's some other dramatic thing from your past that comes up, we just get to do the same thing.
How do you feel? The post-mortem of like being home with us.
That's kind of a grim way to say it, the post-mortem.
Well, it's like, you know, like when people get like the con sads, you know? You know what that
guess.
is? You ever been to a conference before? Do they have those in Waterdeep? Or no, in oh crap, I'm blanking on the name of your village.
Solia. But I
Soli-
mean, yeah, the Festival of Dreams is like a normal thing that we do. So, you know, when everyone packs up and goes home, it is kind of sad. You kind of miss everybody and the, you know, whole celebration of it all.
Right, that's what I'm saying. How do you feel now as a whole? The experience of like being there with people who have never come home with you before.
Well, I mean, there still is that, you know, sadness. It was really nice to be home. It'd been a bit. And now there's, I guess, that kind of added stress of like, I'm glad that everybody is so passionate about joining the cause and helping out with everything, but also that just puts them right in the line of everything else of this incredibly dangerous stuff that we know is happening. So that's really scary.
So that's fun. I hadn't considered that. Maybe we don't go visit my home again.
I mean, I understand it if you wouldn't want them to be in all of this.
Yeah, no, that wasn't something I had considered. I guess now I will do nothing but that. So thank you. But putting that in the vault for now. Lock and key. Rating on a scale of 1 to 10, and would you do it again?
I mean, take you all to
Yeah,
my village
yeah.
for the Festival of Dreams? I mean,
Knowing what you know now, would you go back and do it again?
I would. As chaotic as it was, and you know, the little bit of you know, people wrangling I had to do, so you know, wouldn't offend anybody
killed
or
a
get
guy.
in trouble. What? What do you
Well,
mean I
you
killed
know.
a guy?
In like a what do they call it? Shit, I'm blanking on the word now. In like a interpretive dance sort of way. You and then the flag. I mean, I'm sure if that flag game there or whatever it was it capture the flag or was it dodgeball? I'm
essentially.
blanking on that too now, actually.
Well, there was obstacle course, right?
Sure.
And then, yeah,
But if
essentially
safeguards
capture
hadn't
the
been in
flag.
place, we would have killed people. It would have been a bloodbath.
I mean, true, but that's why they're there.
Right. No, but I'm saying, like, had you been allowed to do, you killed people, like, in effort
mean,
and
I wouldn't
guilty
try
mind.
I wouldn't try to kill them if the
But you
safeguards
did.
weren't
You
in
did
place.
totally try to kill them before because you knew the safeguards were there.
Yeah. I guess I didn't think of that way. Thank you
That's
for,
wild,
for
right?
bringing that into
You're
my
welcome. Yeah.
head. Incredible.
Yeah, we can both sit here and stare 1,000 miles away while we
Yeah.
conquer our own respective night terrors for the next 30 minutes.
But then, I think at about that point, the fucking star is going through the sky because we're looking for any excuse to be like, oh, what's
It's a sign.
that? It's like, I don't think I've seen anything quite like that before. It kind of looks like a shooting star, but why is it so big? Slow. Can I I don't know, can I roll like a nature check or something? It's like, is this natural?
Roll, yeah, either nature or investigation. I would say
Okay.
your choice.
Let's see which one's better.
nature's rude.
Nature's
All of them.
better for me. 18.
Okay. You intentionally watch it for at least a few seconds after clocking it and then asking about it, you will notice that it actually, after a little while, changes direction. And then you would understand this is not a shooting star. This is something in the sky off in a very far distance. We'd be talking dozens of miles, if not more. And then it just fizzles out. It just blinks out completely shortly after it changes direction.
That was weird, right? It's not supposed to do that.
No. I can't think of a reason that anything like that would ever happen in the sky ever. Maybe a dragon was flying around and it went achoo and sneezed and like blew flames out, and it was that drawing like a doodle.
Like, flying with like the continuous sneeze, right? Oh, I hope not.
We don't know
I guess
how
I don't
long
really
dragons
know that.
sneeze. Maybe that's part of their anatomy, I guess.
You're right. I don't know.
Yeah, we fed one for like decades, and I don't know if they.
Yeah, that actually is true. But I mean, no, if it was cold, that would be a great reason to sneeze.
If it was cold?
Yeah, because you're way up north, and I don't know, if you're really cold.
Do you sneeze a lot when you get colder?
If you have a cold, then
Like,
that
you
happens
just-
in the cold.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah,
just said
yeah.
like if you're. Do you ever just go into a sneezing fit when you stand in front of a fan? Is that a thing there?
No.
Oh God. Yes, I suppose having a cold would be a good reason. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's feasible. It's part of the anatomy. I can't think of a reason why they wouldn't sneeze for that long, with, how long their necks and bodies are.
I don't know, is this something that we should wake up the others about? Like, it's gone now, I don't really know what to do about it.
True. This is quite the conundrum. Where do we decide something is important to wake everybody in the camp up? What's the baseline? Because, like, intruder, obviously, but, like, wake up, everybody. Let's say it out loud just one time to see how it's perceived by the person sitting who was there, even.
Yeah,
What would you say if you were to wake everybody up right this second?
There was a strange flying object in the sky that looked like a star, but then it wasn't, and then it went sideways and fizzled out. Yeah, I think
I'll
we could
pretend
just
to be.
wait.
I'll pretend to be Juno. Is it in the sky now?
No.
Why are you bothering me with this?
Yeah, okay, as soon as that
Sounds
came out
weird,
of my mouth.
right.
That's okay, maybe we should just
We'll put that in the maybe
watch on
pile.
it.
If it happens again, then like they gotta know it happened twice, right?
Mhm.
At this point, since Icarus is just trancing, can he just like open his eyes and be like, "What?" He's not asleep.
What is your passive perception?
Oh, okay. 17.
I would use passive perception for that. Were you guys like, sorry, Spunk and Aster, were you like trying to stay quiet, or would you say you'd be talking at like normal volume?
Probably be talking at a volume where like we wouldn't wake the people who are sleeping
Exactly.
away.
Okay. So I'm going to say 17 is probably just a hair too low to be interrupted
What
by
about
just, like, quiet
21?
conversation.
Oh, no.
Are you trancing as well? Oh, that's right. You're an elf too.
We're
Yeah,
the same.
21. I'd say
Corey's
Two sides
passive
of a coin.
perception?
you could. I'm not going to say you could hear an entire conversation, but if you heard something that would be like alerting to you, I think that's fair game.
I think the second I hear Sponka is like, well, let me be Juno and say this, I'll listen to whatever he's saying because I'm slightly narcissistic. So like I tune in when I hear my own name being mentioned.
Why would you talk to me ever?
And you just hear, I don't sound like that.
Excellent.
It'd be great if his his impression of you while he's like doing you is just like, why are you breathing? Why are you alive? She is pretty. Mean Girls plastics sometimes.
Okay, anything else for you
Little
guys?
Regina George going on.
Just a small amount.
I mean, probably not. Just gonna keep an eye out in that general direction. Like, I don't know, if like the fucking earth starts opening up or something.
Sure,
don't
but
know.
what is the minimum thing you could do to like warrant waking somebody up? Bare bones. I heard the noise. Like
Yeah.
a piece of grass touched my leg and it felt itchy. Where? I guess live by the golden rule, right? If you would want to be woken up when it happened, maybe wake them up.
Yeah.
That sucks though, because I would like to be waken. I would like you to wake me up if there's like something really cool, and that light was also
Pretty
very
cool.
neat. Yeah, it was neat. It, like from like a Skywatcher's perspective, it was pretty neat.
Mhm.
Like if we weren't, putting our lives in mortal peril right now, that would have been like a nice moment to like look up and be like, wow, the sky is a sparkle. Wow, what a crazy happenstance.
Yeah.
Maybe we should put it to a vote. Let's ask the rest of them, hey!
I was
Well,
gonna shoot
there
up
you
and go, so many assholes. What?
This has lasted long enough that I'm gonna say that it's good enough for a long rest, and you are just rudely interrupted by Spunk yelling, "Hey!"
We need to put it to a vote. Everybody, democracy in action. Get up!
What are we voting on? And I will
It's
dispel
super important.
the hut.
I just need everybody to vote on we need to establish the minimum requirements for waking up the party.
Also, I have a
If-
question, real
anyway.
quick, before you finish your question.
Sure.
I would like to know why you let me put up the hut instead of making that beautiful mansion that you made us for the last time.
You didn't ask. I thought you
That's fair.
started putting camping equipment up really fast, so I thought you were just like wanting to see like I thought you wanted to go camping or something, like you wanted to rough it in the out of doors, and I was like, that seems nice. I could lay in a pile of mud for a bit and have it be like real mud. Like
Okay, so maybe
People
if we're
don't
still
have
on the
mansion.
road tomorrow night, we do the mansion. And
Yeah.
if we're still on the road another night, we do the hut. That way you can have real mud time too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I'm a diva. I will take the fake stuff, especially since it's primo mud up there that we keep. It's like only from the Alps we get that mud. But I just didn't know. I could do it every night if you want to. It's really no big deal. It's very easy.
What
Maybe.
did you wake us up for?
What?
What? Why did you wake us up? You yelled.
yeah, why are we awake?
We wanted to establish, two things. One, we need to establish the minimum requirements that warrant waking you guys up during like an emergency. What constitutes as an emergency? Like, do you want to be woken up if we see something cool? Speaking of which, we saw something in the sky that went woo like a Twizzler. And that wasn't important. It happened like maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. That wasn't the thing we thought was important enough to tell you and wake you. But then we never really talked about where the line is. And then also we need to establish this as like a rule. So the two things together made it seem like it was
Can
important.
you describe outside of the word Twizzler what transpired? And I'm gonna look from Spunk over to Aster.
When you were a little kid, did you ever take like a 2x4 outside and smack lightning bugs across the fence and then they like smear when you.
I'm sorry. What? Like, are we learning something about Chris right now? Like-
Perhaps when you were like 6 or 7 years old, and like no one teaches you anybody, you just know.
No.
Oh, those flies glow yellow, and you smack them, and you notice that they go, and it's like
No.
colorful.
No.
I was
I
just-
never played with bioluminescence as a child.
No, that's crazy.
What
I had
the hell?
I had friends who used to like write with them.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway.
you're 6 or 7. Like, your concept of good and evil doesn't
I'm gonna
has
need
no.
the name of all of these friends. First
And maybe
in
where
class,
they
where
are
they're
now. Are they
presently
in
at, so I
prison?
can give them to like a watch.
We need to alert their FBI agents.
Oh my
mean-
god.
You would think if you're like 6 or 7, you'd like fucking with bugs that you find in the air or on the ground is kind of, you know. I don't know why I'm still doing Spunk's voice when I'm now when the thin veil has been ripped away.
You are now.
But like when you're 6, I don't know. It's just picking up bugs and fucking with them was like a thing. So
I don't think you pay for that.
I tried to like keep frogs in my bedroom, but that wasn't me like beating those frogs or anything like that. I was like,
How long did you
Just
keep
come in
those
my
frogs
room.
for?
oh, my
How-
mom would make me get rid of them the day they came into the house, but I would bring them inside the house so they could see my room.
Did any
Aw.
of them die while in a jar?
No,
Oh.
no, I keep them in my hand
Well,
and just walk around and chuck them around my room.
So while you guys are having this unhinged conversation around the campfire here, a couple things are going to happen. Aster, you are going to notice. I'm imagining you guys like all in a kind of in a circle, like facing each other, having this conversation. You're gonna see over like Juno and Icarus's heads behind them, a like dot in the sky that's kind of panning from right to left and then stops. And then after a second it gets a little bigger and a little bigger. And then it disappears, and like a full second later you hear this thunderous boom. And all of you are going to hear this, by the way. Aster was the one that saw that, but all of you are going to hear this thunderous boom, and then another second later you're going to have this immediate gust of wind seemingly out of nowhere. And then you'll all see above your heads a big streak of red, and then thud, thud. 2 beings seem to fall out of the sky and land on the ground on their feet. And when the dust settles just enough for you to see their faces, they look like 2 humanoid red dragons. And now we need to roll initiative.
Okay.
What did you say to me?
When you say humanoid red dragons,
Were you thinking like half dragons?
Half
yeah,
dragons.
do they look like like they look like half dragons?
Yes.
Okay.
Like over the table, they are half dragons. I'm just
Oh.
trying
Are
to
we
describe.
supposed to be on a different screen right now, or is this going to be theater of the mind?
No, we are definitely going to a different screen in 3, 2, 1.
I'll wait to roll my initiative then until I see my token.
Not that we use initiative order anyway.
And they just like steel rained into this fucking meadow.
Yup. Whoop! I gotta move those guys.
Did the Helldivers theme?
I
play?
accidentally colored on the map.
These
Don't
guys are
mind.
right here,
What's that red dragon doing?
and then this thing is in the air.
No! I say no.
What's happening?
Music time.
Spunk, this is definitely something you should have warned us about. Why didn't you wake us up?
Yeah, again, we didn't
know.
establish the rules. We should have established the rules.
Okay, initiative. I see it as it's coming in. Ooh, Ulta's fucking ready.
Mine is actually a 20 because I rolled. The +4 didn't roll. I don't know why.
Got it. Ooh, nice. Then that one is Spunk. Aster. Ooh, Aster's really fucking ready.
I know, I'm just like,
Boom.
shit, I don't know what to do first. I shouldn't ever go first.
Holy shit! You like overall, you guys rolled super high.
Oh yeah, it's going to be so good. Let me
Okay,
tell
I'm gonna
you.
send this in Discord. But Aster, you are first.
Okay. clothes and like frantically going through my spells. Like, what the fuck did I prepare for today?
We've gone a full like almost 4 sessions with no combat, I think.
I know, that's why I'm just like, oh my god, what are the spells that I have right now? Okay, yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Alright, yeah, Aster's gonna get in front of the group then. Gonna move right up here. And she is gonna go ahead and cast the spell Tidal Wave. So I'm gonna make a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. It's a range of 120. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. So it should be able to get both of them pretty easily. And as I kind of send this forward, they're gonna have to make a dex save.
You're hitting the 2 dudes in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, and dex saves?
Yeah. Ooh.
6 and a 21.
Okay. So 6 is gonna fail. Surprise, surprise. Let's see. And the one that succeeded is still gonna take half of 4d8s. Hopefully it does that. Yeah, there we go. So Phil is gonna take all of that 18 damage and be knocked prone. And the other guy is gonna take 9 damage and not be knocked prone.
Got it. Okay, the one farther up is knocked prone.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to use my shifting feature just to tack on a little bit of temp HP and all that. But yeah, that'll be it after that for me.
Okay, now that someone has gone and everybody has had at least a few seconds to gather their bearings and understand that you are under attack, what is everybody's passive insight?
1,000,000, also known as 25.
15.
11.
13.
17.
Okay, 25. Juno, you're not getting a typical bad vibe from this situation. There's something about the 2 half dragons in front of you and the one that's flying around in the sky now. As far as you know, that whole like thunder strike thing or the thunderclap thing that happened doesn't really seem to be a red dragon typical thing. And it definitely looked like it teleported in that moment. But there's something else about the sinister nature of the way these things are like looking at you. They have this aura that I'm going to impose a little bit on Juno and just say this feels like a mark of hell.
Which one?
Actually, fair question. Avernus. With that, it is Ulta's turn.
Would I know? I, Courtney, don't know what that means. What does that mean?
It's like you know how an Azamar is a being that's been like touched by a celestial and they have some
So
kind
these
of
are
special
like
purpose.
demon dragons.
They're creatures that have some kind of like hell enhanced ability.
And they're definitely here to fight us.
Oh, they have absolutely murderous intent in their eyes.
Oh,
toward you.
okay, cool. Radical.
Okay, Ulta.
Yep. Ulta, and this big boy back here does also look wildly aggressive,
Oh yeah.
and it looks particularly big and large.
Yup. And is also 60 feet straight up in the air, as well as the distance away from you that it is.
Check. Okay. All right. Good to know. She's going to move she's not necessarily going to rush in that direction. She is just trying to make sure that we are not in a group, because that has never fared us well as a traveling party. So she's gonna go pop, 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 and run over. She's going to Hunter's Mark. We'll go with this guy right here. We're gonna go with this guy over here. Just kidding. This one right here. Put me to the bed.
When's rock Pete power?
It almost blended in with the background until I was like, what am I?
So she's gonna hunter's mark that guy.
The one that's prone or the other one? I missed it.
The other one.
Okay.
Sorry. I know, I did actually ping the giant dick we were drawing, so sorry about that. And then she's just gonna do her 2 attacks with a crossbow. Okay. Sure.
This is what it does.
Fuck off.
Ooh, one is a crit fail, of course, but the other one will hit.
Fine. Alright. This is trash. What is going on with roll 20?
What is happening?
Did
I
anyone
don't
hear the
understand.
effect? I've never heard the sound effect before.
Alright.
That was Chris.
Oh,
That was not roll 20.
It's 12.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh, I
That would be
love
pretty
that.
cool, though. Okay, 12 damage.
Yeah. I moved. That was my action. My bonus action, Hunter's Mark. What's the Hunter's Mark extra dangage?
I think it's a d6, unless that's changed with level.
Plus 5 more. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Oh wait. When you cast a spell, no, I'm not doing that. So.
Okay, on to Icarus.
I'm muted. I am going to look at my sister, and before I move, I'm going to say, do you think you can trick it into... In game, I'm going to say, like, wasting its energy to fight back. In game, I'm like, I think I remember that above table, I think I remember they have legendary resistances. I'm asking if we can blow those for my idea. And I will then move. Let me measure before I move just to be safe. Oh, I have plenty of room.
Yeah,
Also, is Corey in this fight? Is Corey helping us?
yeah, he's the
Corey's
one
right
in
next to
between
me.
Aster and Icarus right now.
Oh,
I'll move here, which is 20 feet away.
beautiful bay.
I am going to take 2 shots at the dragon, and I am going to. I'm gonna use one of my bonus actions, but I'm trying to remember which one I should do. I have too many fancy arrow spells. I'm gonna cast Blinding Spite at 3rd level. And then let me roll my attacks.
Why is it doing that? That's so weird.
That's never done that for me before. Okay, I rolled it on my sheet even if it didn't go through. The first one is a 33 to hit.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, second is 31 to hit.
Nice. Yep.
So
And that's at this guy?
at the dragon.
Oh, at the dragon. Nice. Okay. I believe those still hit. Let me make sure. Yeah.
But this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the 2 basic damages.
Uh-huh.
My roll. 10 plus 10 magical piercing, so 20 magical piercing, and then from my smite, it gets. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? $14 radiant damage, and it needs to make a con save of 17.
Con save. 18.
It saves. Dang it. But it still has full damage.
Yep.
Alright. That is my action, my bonus action. I think that's it. I have this weird thing. Does anyone know for the paladin rule? I have improved divine smite. Oh, it says whenever I hit with a weapon, so I do roll this as well. So 7 plus. So that's 15 extra radiant damage.
Damn!
Because apparently I do that every time I hit now that I'm a high level paladin.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
So I
Nice.
just wanted to reread it because it's a new thing to me.
You do that as many times as you have spell slots.
That one is not spell slots. That one is just on hit.
Oh, the extra D8, yeah.
Yeah, it's the extra D8 at level 11.
Hooty hoo.
Nice. Okay. Juno.
What would we rather deal with? These two guys right here or the dragon?
Quick responses only.
Oh.
These two.
The people.
Well, I was hoping you would say the dragon, and I'm going to cast Banishment on the two guys directly in front of us.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm casting at 5th level.
Oh, so when you upcast it as 2 people?
Mm-hmm. It's
Didn't know
nice.
that. That's cool.
It's real nice.
I need a charisma save from both of them.
So, table talk, I was gonna banish the dragon. That's what I said.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, they're from hell. So it's 60
Okay.
feet up right now, so I can't get to it unless someone were to like dimension door and then we bop on top of them.
Gotcha.
18.
Eat my ass. Bye. I'm just gonna wave my fingers at them before they
They blip.
back to the furnace.
All right.
And then I'm going to proceed to run away and hide. Bye.
Awesome.
Because I know that if I think about this real hard for a minute, they'll stay in hell.
Okay. The dragon is going to circle around, come right to here, landing on the ground, and rear back its head and just blast out this annihilating fire toward the 3 of you right here. You will need
right.
to make...
Oh, but it's closer.
Where did it go?
No
There it is.
friends.
Dex save.
<gasps> 19.
Oh, Corey needs to make a dex save.
No.
I would like the dragon to make a wisdom save. As my reaction.
Before you make it... Okay, you got to make your dex save first.
I'm not in it.
Oh, okay. I just need Spunk's dex save then.
Oh, I didn't know if I had to make one. All right, dex save. 14.
Okay, all 3 of you are going to take the full brunt of 82 fire damage.
I'm gonna half that because I'm resistant to fire damage.
There you go. Okay.
What did you do to Spunk? What did you do to
Barbecued
Corey?
him.
Is Corey resistant to fire damage? Because he's like a sun god?
you-
I know it's normally radiant,
You
but
can tell it hurt.
we're just lucky he's not dead.
Yup. And now,
now-
okay, what save?
Wisdom save for my dragon. Or not my
Wisdom.
dragon, the dragon.
11. Damn.
11. So he takes. How much damage did you do?
82.
He takes 82 radiant damage.
Okay, he's going to use a legendary resistance. Does that make it half or make it go away at all completely?
Half damage on success, so 41 radiant damage.
Nice.
And I use my channel divinity.
41.
I would use my channel divinity, but we're always out in the fucking sunlight.
Hey, I'm lucky mine's a reaction because I never think to use the action ones.
What do I have for reactions? Nothing? Nothing. Cool.
Wait, I only get one channel divinity? That's so stupid. I want to do it again.
Okay, so this is all happening, and the dragon seems to have like a little bit more of a prolonged breath attack than what you've experienced in the past, where it's like a burst and done. The fire dissipates from around the three of you and like actually circles back to it instead of just dissipating into the space behind them. And it has this like orb of swirling fire around it for like a split second, and it's going to use the remainder of the resources on its turn. I need someone to roll a d12, please. Let's have Chris do it.
Okay. 12. Real name, no gimmicks. Rip. 1.
1. Nice. Okay. This fire is going to swirl around the dragon for a split second, and Juno, that feeling that you got, is going to surge in your gut, and you're going to have this like stomach drop feeling of like the purest evil that you have ever physically witnessed is now happening in front of you. And the dragon is going to reappear out of the swirling fire as a black dragon.
What?
Send it to hell is all I scream.
What? That's some serious code switching.
Yeah. Jesus. Spunk, your turn. Oh, sorry, it's Corey's turn. He's gonna take a couple of shots with his bow at this guy.
How high is he? Up in the air right now, or is he down on the ground?
It's on the ground.
Perfect.
Okay, those are both going to hit.
Plus 13. I want a weapon that does plus 13.
Okay, he's gonna take a couple of shots at this guy. Oh wait, no, one of those that's disadvantage. So we're gonna do this
Did it
again.
come back fully healthy? Like, is this a new dragon?
You can't really tell because it hasn't been damaged enough for you to be able to tell how wounded it is.
Radical. Cool. That's
Okay.
a vibe.
Couple of shots, and you can tell that Corey has a hard time like being able to really hit cleanly, but he does twice. And you can hear the like very tense thungs from his bowstring as this happens, further testifying to how difficult it is to wield this bow. Spunk!
Well, I had a plan, and that plan has changed 3 times in the last 10 minutes. Bear with me. How is he looking right now? Is he bloodied? Is he
Fairly healthy still.
He's looking just fine.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna use that little pinky trick y'all saw where he slips the skin off and there's like a black gem hidden underneath, and he's gonna like line it up with his thumb. And he's going to shoot. How kind is this?
That every time.
Where the fuck? Oh, a small green ray. And he needs to make a dex save. The DC is 20.
26. Damn.
Bummer dude. Let me see. Does he take? On a successful save, the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage, 9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that's it. Woof. All right. Let me see how far away. Where's the ruler? After that, I'm just gonna run as far as I can this way. Oh, look at that! I can actually get quite far. Ooh, right there.
Okay, running out of its melee range, it will use its reaction to tail whip you.
Cool.
15 to hit.
Ooh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to hit you for 15 bludgeoning damage.
And it hurts. Hurts real bad.
Hurts real bad.
But I keep running.
Okay. That's
my
going to
turn.
bring us to the top of the initiative order, which is where we will end tonight. And continue next time. We have a dragon that changes types, my dudes. When I told you at the very, very beginning of this campaign that I did deep lore diving for it, here's some evidence. So, that'll be fun next time. Let's go around the table one more time, introduce yourselves, your characters, and any fun stuff coming up that you want to promote, starting with Heck, and I'll be right back while you're doing that.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. I'm here. I'm on your screen. And as per usual, tonight I played Aster, the Shifter Circle Wildfire Druid. You can find me all over the internet at Sir Heckalot, including Twitch, Itch, Twitter, I guess as long as supplies last, etc., etc. Just find me. It's the best place to figure out where I'm going to be in the TTRPG space next, because I tend to wear a lot of hats and do a lot of things and go a lot of places, and it's gotten even more hectic now that I'm like going all over the state for school stuff. So that's where you're gonna see stuff most reliably. But at least moving forward, you can catch myself, Corndog, and Chrissy on Neon Lights Roleplay this coming Monday for Oathsworn, the return of Oathsworn Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. It was a wild episode last time, so I want to see what resolves of that. For sure. On the 11th is the return of Into the Old Margrave on Enchanting Sorcery that Corndog and I are also in. I don't even remember what we were doing last, so I'm just gonna have to look.
It's been like 3 months since we last played.
Yeah, it's been so long, but we're gonna be back, and I'm excited for the table. Then on Wednesdays you can find me on Lantern Light Adventures playing in Old Gods of Appalachia, and there's some real weird shit happening in the mountains, so you don't want to miss it. But yeah, that's the stuff that I mostly have coming up. So yeah, it's me on over to Chris.
Find me on all forms of social media at Christopia VO. Hire me for your voiceover projects. I stream Wednesdays and Thursday mornings before Thursday evenings. That's it. Hyacinth.
Bye, it's me, Hyacinth. Yeah, I'll be here. You can also join me next week for our streamed live reading of Butts by Chuck Tingle. You're all welcome. Yeah, Corndog.
Hello, it's me, Corndog McGraw. You can catch me on the internet at Corndog McGraw. Heck already said all the things I'll be in, so over to you, Chrissy.
Hello. Chrissy. Oats. Dragons. Reclaiming. Magic.
All right, and I'm Dad Magic Juice, your host, GM, and cat wrangler. Oh my god, I just realized that the map was like weirdly offset for that whole thing. Sorry, chat. I'll fix that before next time. I'll fix that before next time. Too many things to take care of. Anywho, we will be back with this in 2 weeks. Same bat time, same bat channel. We should actually be at 8:30 Eastern. We just had kind of weird circumstances tonight. And then this coming Sunday is the continuation of Lines in the Lies. That's our Vecna one at 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. And it's going to be a good time. Other than that, that's it for now. Say goodnight, everybody.
Not
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.